Welcome to AnjalisBakeAffair. Today I'm going to be making an apple crumble. Yes, it's a very classic dessert. It's one of my favorites again, and I promise you're going to love it, especially with a hot homemade custard or maybe a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Now, an apple crumble or any fruit crumble for that matter essentially consists of two elements. One is the filling. So in this case, it's going to be an apple filling. We're going to cook some apples with a little bit of sugar and water and lots of cinnamon, because apple and cinnamon are a classic combination. So that's the filling, and we're going to top it up with a crumble. Now, crumble essentially used to be made with just simple flour, sugar and butter. But you can add things like oats, you can add flaked almonds to it to add more texture and more taste. So that's what I'm going to add today. These two are optional, of course. So let's get started. But before that, promise me that you are going to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much. Now we'll start. Okay, so I'm going to begin with the crumble. We'll make the crumble topping, keep it aside, and then we'll get on to cooking the apples. The apples are not going to take very long to cook. So let me show you how to make this crumble. It's very, very simple, super easy. The idea is to have flour and half the quantity of butter. So here, since in place of the flour, we are using flour and oats and these flaked almonds. We're going to use again half the quantity of butter to these ingredients. Now, here's the sugar, about 2 tablespoons goes in, and you just get in there with your fingers, crumble it till you feel that it starts looking like a crumb, of course. Now this is going to make your crumble all crunchy, yummy, buttery and so good. So there you have this wonderful crumble for the topping. Let's put it aside. Start with the apples. Okay, so for the filling, get your apples into a pan with about 2 tablespoons of water and the same amount of sugar. And you can actually use any apples here, not necessarily just the cooking apples. You can mix different types of apples to use here. So just give them a good mix, cover them up and leave them to soften up a bit for let's say 5 to 7 minutes, and then it's ready to go inside the oven. Make sure you check the sweetness of the apples, and if necessary you can add a little bit more of sugar. And here I'm adding cinnamon. Cinnamon quantity is up to you. So these apples look perfectly cooked. Now I'm going to transfer them into a baking dish. This is a 10-inch round dish. Put the apples inside, level them up nicely. And then I'm going to top it up with the crumble all over. Try and make an even layer of this crumble over these apples. And in it goes into the oven at 200 degrees for 15 minutes. But just keep an eye on the crumble. As soon as you see that it's golden enough, that means it's done. Okay, so let's get inside the oven, and oh my god, look at all that golden crispy crumble. It's ready to come out now. So here is our wonderful crumble. Look at the beautiful golden crust here. Really crunchy, perfectly made. Now you can serve this with either a scoop of cold ice cream or you can serve it with some custard, homemade custard or a store-bought packet, and you make a custard out of that. I'm going to have it and serve it with this beautiful vanilla custard here. So here's the moment when I get to taste this. Get a good amount of custard here. The warm cinnamony apple, the crunchy crust, and the delicious smooth creamy custard. Heaven on a plate. Get out there and make this. Till next time, bye bye and enjoy.